Oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now? I am so sorry. Oh, I was talking to myself. That's embarrassing. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Oh my god. So that just happened. Alright. Get rid of that. Yeah, my bad. I did not realize my audio was completely broken. So, hello, guys. Sorry for that mishap. As I was talking to myself and saying, this is probably a horrible idea, my laptop is probably gonna blow up. I know I said I was not going to stream from this laptop anymore. And, yeah, here I am. So if it explodes, I pretty much asked for it, to be honest. But, hi guys. Alright, so when I first, started up stream, I did not realize that it's currently almost 3 a.m. Oops. My bad, guys. I'm nocturnal. Hi, Milk. I did the stupid. I'm doing the stupid. So I'm not gonna make this like a super duper long stream. I kind of wanted to treat this one sort of like a video. Like, but I basically wanted to do like a little, kind of like new model introduction, Q&A stream, that type of thing. Thank you, Kara. For me, it's almost 5. Damn. But yeah, all right. So I was actually in the middle of recording this as like a video, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just like not record it as a video? I don't know why. I just haven't been into like making horizontal videos lately. I don't know what my deal is. I'm always doing something different. It's but the funny thing is when I started, let me know how the laptop is after taking a break. I really need to do stuff on TDS. Okay, so it doesn't like to load web pages now. That's a new development with the laptop, is it really does not like loading web pages, but it seems to be streaming fine, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is. Our Wi-Fi's been really ass lately. Almost 3 a.m. for me too. Dang, gotta get ready for ghost hunting. Yeah, it's 2:46 for me right now. But all right, so I kind of have a little bit of a plan for how I'm gonna run this stream. So obviously, everyone's seen the new model. Duh. You know what? I've decided I'm just not gonna do toggles anymore. It takes too long to draw individual toggles, and I don't remember to use my toggles. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just like mess around with my model and do whatever when I feel like it. Like whatever, it is what it is. But so I decided to do this model in like a different outfit because I kind of noticed like, or at least I kind of felt like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I think maybe some people were getting confused between Vendetta as a, because okay, Vendetta has like a whole shit ton of lore, blah blah blah, but she doesn't really like when I use her as a persona for the channel, it's different. Like, I guess when I like pilot the character, like I'm just speaking through it. There's not like any sort of like this isn't like in character or anything. Um so that I've decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make a different outfit, different avatar. Like this, so this outfit, this specific one, I would like to change the headband. I want to make it black. But so when you see this outfit, you know it's like streaming videos, whatever. But her regular outfit, the one that she has in like the background, I could actually like invisible myself for a minute. That one, like adventure. That's I kind of call that her adventure outfit. That's like her, I guess, like canon outfit. And then this outfit is like the funsies. I have a question. Did you friend me before on Discord? I don't know if you did, but I remember you joining my server that's dead right now. I don't really check my friend requests on Discord or anything too much. I'm not on there a lot, to be honest. I don't remember if I did or not. I don't know. I get like a lot of random friend requests. But okay. So, let me like actually get to do what I've been meaning to do today. So, I was going to record, like I said, I was going to record this as a video, but I've decided I'm just not going to do that. Um I have a small list of questions that I've been getting asked like a lot lately, which really cool. Love it. Like, oh my god, it's so insane. I like barely even got to acknowledge 2K and then boom, 3K. And then I was writing my little document and now I'm at 3.5. So, I can't keep up. I made a new server. Okay. I didn't know about that one then. Okay. So, I'm just gonna kinda, I don't know if I'm gonna like take the stream and like cut it up as like make it into a video or what. I don't know. I'm kinda, it's 3 a.m. I'm doing my thing. But all right. This is kind of one of those things where if people have questions that I don't cover or whatever, feel free to like ask them in the chat. I should have done this at a different time, to be honest, when people were like actually awake. I was not thinking. But it's okay. It's okay. I know the questions people have been asking like a lot. So let me stop stalling. I'll like actually get into it now. So, first up, let me do this, minimize this so I can look at OBS and my document. Okay. So, I have been getting asked a shit ton what art program I use. And I have an easy answer to that. I use Ibis Paint X for Android, but I think it's also on like PC and stuff too. But I use Ibis Paint. I think yeah, it's completely free, and if you'd like, I think they have a premium subscription for like $2. That's what I do. Easy peasy. I think there's a $10 fee if you want to remove all the ads. That's what I did. I was like, screw it. Like, it's a one-time thing. But I use Ibis Paint for all my art. Fun, fun. What equipment is another one I've been asked a lot. I mean, I feel like it's mostly longtime people in the chat right now, so y'all kind of know. But for my equipment, I use a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It's my regular phone. I use the little, it's called the S Pen, little stylus that comes with it, and I use that for my art. So I'm not like using my finger, but I do draw on my phone. I do all of it on there. I do my video editing as well on my phone, because this laptop literally can't handle anything. It can't run a Chrome tab right now, so, you know. Uh, Speaking of that, other equipment, laptop, old HP Envy. It's probably like over 10 years old, barely runs. Getting a new PC very soon. Um, Aside from that, I have a Razer Aetherus that we snatched off of a. Actually, how did we get this? I know I didn't pay for it. We didn't steal it, but I think I just found it conveniently laying around in a living room once in an old house. And I kind of just mine. I also have I love Razer, to be honest. Not sponsored, but I have a Razer Black Widow keyboard. I got that when I was in high school. Been keeping up with it. Game is game. Exactly, Kara. Exactly. So, yeah, I have a Razer Black Widow, a couple years old, but I've been taking care of it, keeping up with it. It's pretty much like new. Love it. I also have a Razer Kraken Kitty Edition headset. It is the first version, not the newer one. I also got that when I was in high school and didn't have bills. We run with jank equipment on the Mono X channel, if I'm being honest. But I use the laptop for recording because I can plug in my headset and the headset has a better mic than my phone. So that's my little system. I record on the laptop. I do everything else on the phone. All right. So, next question I've been getting a lot is How long have I been drawing? This is a difficult question. And it's literally only because I don't have like an actual answer, like an actual like time period, you know? Like I've been drawing ever since, literally ever since I could like hold a drawing utensil. Never stopped. Been doing it forever. Ibis Paint's hard to use. Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not too bad. I think it's a pretty good like free program. Brief game recommendation, Pizza Tower. I've heard of Pizza Tower. I don't know if I'll try. Maybe. I remember I snatched a Razer keyboard from Walmart for 75 bucks. Oh, when you said snatched, I was like, wait a minute. But the value's 200. Dang, 200. Nice. Hey, good for you. All right, next question I've been getting a lot lately is I have been asked, and this, again, this is one of those because of like who I have in chat right now. I feel like y'all know. But this is for the viewers once I actually like cut up this as a video and stuff. And I've been getting asked super often, who is the character in my videos? What species is she? What the hell is that? So Vendetta is a cat. I do not call her Vendetta the cat, though. I call her Vendetta the Vandal. She's well, in her like actual like lore and all that, she's like my take on a Soul Dimension uh like shadow type rival for Blaze. But like for like streaming and videos and whatnot, I don't really care about all that. I mean, same character at heart, but you know, I've seen those questions during the PMD streams. Yeah, that and like on the short series, I've been getting a lot now. Stardew Harvest Valley. Nah, I don't really play like games like that too much. If it doesn't have combat, I just can't like lock in. I don't know. All right. Oh, and I've also been getting asked lately, here and there, not as often, but people have been asking me why the hell my character looks at them like that. Why does she look at me like that? And the reason for that, there's a few reasons actually why Vendetta is like always frowning. One, why she always looks kind of pissed off. One, it's literally just her character, like archetype, I guess. Like that's just her personality. She's always doing that. But if you want like a deeper reason for why my model looks like that, it's because like you ever hear of like the resting bitch face? Well, okay, I don't know if I wouldn't say I have a resting bitch face, but the like maybe like resting upset face where people always assume you're upset even though you're literally not. And I don't know, throughout my life so often I've had people just like assume I'm upset when it's just my face. So I was like, you know what? Like everyone has a freaking VTuber or PNG tuber that smiles all the time. And don't get me wrong, hey, that's cool. I'm not dissing. But I like mine to frown. Her default is frowning. Like whenever I finally get around to getting a VTuber model, I don't know, I probably won't make one myself because I just don't have that like I'm not good at those long-term projects. I'm better at short-term projects. But I figure I'm gonna like try to work with an artist who can make sure, like even if it takes away a little bit of her like expression, like I don't know, not expression, but I want her to always kind of look that way, you know? Hello Noah, welcome. So, all right, so that I feel like that answers that one pretty well. That's why she looks like that. At multiple reasons, it's fun. All right. Next question I've been getting like a surprising amount is I've had a lot of people asking me if I will ever run a Discord server. And to that I say, hell no. Okay, maybe not like hell no, but I am extremely resistant to do so and would rather not. I know like that's kind of like the thing now. Everyone has their Discord server, and that's great. I just don't have the time to manage one. And I feel like when you're a creator and you have a Discord server, it's kind of like your responsibility to not have bad things happen in your server. So it's like, I don't know, I just don't have the time to like make sure. I would be worried. And yeah, I also, just because I work full time, I do not have time for a Discord server. And there's too much, understandable, there's too much drama going on. Yeah, there's a lot of toxicity and Discord, there's always certain folks who hang around on Discord that mm, tend to like to get into creator servers and then talk to their minor fans and stuff. So no, I don't really. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm not the right person to run a server. I also don't really have a lot of people that I can trust to be mods or anything like that. So, yeah, I've decided I'm just not going to have a server, at least for the foreseeable future. Plus, people will raid the server. Yeah, and like if something bad does happen, it always looks bad on the creator. So, that's part of it. Hello, what I miss? Oh, not much, not much. I'm just doing like a little. I'm kind of treating this like a, I guess, like video slash stream thing. I don't know. I'm probably gonna like edit this down into a proper video. But I've been doing a little Q&A. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm kind of just going down a list right now for what things I've seen in the comments, things I've been asked a lot. But this is kind of like the open, like anyone can ask anything type thing. Except like the obvious. Oh my god, can my question sheet open up? Thank you. Alright, another question I've been getting here and there is folks have been asking if I will do another giveaway for like OC art or whatever. And to that, because someone asked me if I was gonna do one for 2K. Thank you, Heska, appreciate it. Someone asked, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I think maybe is that model like a VTuber model? No, it's just a PNG tuber. I don't have the patience for VTubers. One day I will upgrade though. One day, one day. Out of all of Shadow's Doom powers, which one is your favorite? Ooh, good question. I would say, I know which one isn't my favorite. Fucking stupid ass Doom Surf controls like ass. Okay, it's not that bad. Hey, the squid one is cool. But if I had like a proper favorite, probably wings. I mean, but everyone likes the wings though. That's like the coolest one. So, I know basic answer, but I mean, the wings. I can't deny it. I can't be quirky or different on this one. The wings are absolutely sick. Alright, alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't even think I like properly answered the question about like giveaways and stuff. So I also don't really want to make like giveaways every 1,000 a thing just because it's like I would not be able to keep up with that, to be honest. Um but I'm thinking if I do another giveaway anytime soon, this is what I have in mind. I'm thinking maybe I would do one for 5K subs. I figure at this point I'm already at 3.5, so it doesn't really make sense to like be like, yo, 2K giveaway. And if I do another giveaway, I'll probably do it so that I'm giving away like a design or something and not just drawing OCs. Not that I have any issue. Like, I don't want this to sound like I had a problem drawing anyone's characters, but for me at least, I was like, I feel like a lot of it was just like on me. Like even though I know I did it all on time, like I delivered on time, there was no issue, everyone was super sweet, like there was no issue. It was just like, I don't know, I just felt like I was being like slow and I was like procrastinating and like having trouble doing it. So I was like, okay, maybe next time I'll give away something else. But yeah. So let's see. Which Sonic comic series do you like, Archie or IDW? What's your favorite character? Well, so I never like read Archie. And what I've gotten from IDW was mainly like preview pages and stuff. But I'm trying to get a hold of the Tangle and Whisper and what's it called? Imposter Syndrome. I'm trying to get a hold of those right now. Um I guess if I had to say one I prefer, I would have to say IDW just because of like a lot of eh, I don't know. There's some things I just really didn't like about Archie and just situations with a certain writer and stuff. So I'm a really big fan of the IDW characters. I think I just gotta go with them, to be honest. Do you like Sonic Prime or Sonic Boom better? Ooh, honestly, I think I'm more of a Sonic Prime person. Like, Boom is one of those things I can put on in the background while I, like, clean or fold laundry or something. But even though Sonic Prime does have its like issues with storytelling and all that, and like I know there's a lot of controversy about how Sonic's character is handled, and trust me, I get it. I But you know what? I don't complain about how Sonic was characterized because it just made Shadow look cooler. But I have to say Sonic Prime, especially the fight scenes. I love the fight choreography they did in that show. It was great. Um, what's your best advice you can give to concentrate on drawing stuff when friends or fans constantly bugging you when you just want to draw and concentrate? When it comes to that, I mean, honestly, I just like turn off notifications for a lot of my socials, especially like nowadays that I'm getting like comments like constantly on like videos and stuff too. And like DMs from like I'm not gonna lie, like random ass people I don't really want to talk to. I've learned that I just gotta like shut off notifications for a lot of apps, and that's kind of how I do it. Especially because I gotta focus at work and stuff. So I find that's the easiest way because I'm not really good at holding off on that temptation to check a notification. So instead, I just make it so the app can't notify me. And I mean, if someone has like a problem with you not replying to them right away, then that's on them. That's their problem. Like, if they can't respect that you need space to be able to do your stuff, then that's their problem. Like, they gotta sort that out themselves. Sonic Prime is like a sit and watch show. Sonic Boom's like Family Guy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's actually, that makes sense. I watched Boom when I was like 5 and tried to rewatch it a month ago and I couldn't watch any of it. What gave you the idea to come up with your design for your Sonic OC? So I kind of just like that's actually kind of tough. Because so Vendetta had a very different initial design. She used to have like so context, I guess, is I came from like a more realistic, like human like style when I first got into the back into the fandom. Because I was in the fandom as a kid, but then I like got out of it for a few years, and then I came back like 2 to 3 years ago now. So Vendetta, when it came to like, so her, I something that has stayed consistent with her is that she's always had inspirations from like kind of like gothic, like scene culture, like her like the stripes in her hair are were like 100% intended to be like raccoon tails. And I had to kind of simplify it down when I started adapting more to the Sonic style, but I really like I this is one of the most like I want to say her stripes are one of the like standout things about her character. Same thing with the lashes. Like I feel like when you see them, you know that's Vendetta. So those were two things that were always part of her design that I knew had to stay no matter what. So yeah, she kind of has like the heavy, kind of like I guess heavy-ish makeup for a Sonic character. She has like the scene stripes, stuff like that. That comes from just her original inspiration, was just being like based on like alternative culture and stuff. And then when it comes to her roller skating, that was a mix of two things. So one, eventually I decided to make her into like the shadow type rival for Blaze. My take on that, basically. It's funny because she started as more of an OC, so I feel like she doesn't look as much as like some of other people's interpretations of what that character would look like. But I feel like that works out. Like, I don't know. But so her roller skating is also, so one, I was like, oh, it's funny, like especially like how Shadow is like their air shoes when Sonic says he roller skates in Sonic Prime. Uh that was one thing that inspired it, but that no, she roller skated even before that, didn't she? Well, also because I grew up roller skating. That was another reason I gave her the skates. I thought it'd be cool. Let's see. I also didn't want to give her air shoes. I feel like that's just too close to Shadow. Let's see. What else have you guys been saying? How did you choose your name? My username. So, my username, it's a little bit old. I've had it for a good bit now, but it's actually inspired from Three Days Grace. So I guess I don't know if it's still my favorite album by them, but my favorite album by Three Days Grace used to be 1X, you know? So, Mono X 1X. Yeah, it's a pretty simple where it came from. But yeah, that's where, and it kind of stuck, to be honest, even though I don't really listen to them anymore. Like, I don't know, it just Mono X. 6 letters. It's pretty simple. It's not always taken when I try to use it as a username. So, yeah. Uh, I've been having lots of DMs from friends and fans, and it overwhelms me when I'm trying to draw and I really don't know what to do. Yeah. And I find like when you tell people, they don't always listen. But yeah, like I said, like turning off notifications is probably one of the best things I can recommend. It's just, especially if I think some phones have like a silent mode and stuff now that like have it so it just pauses notifications from all your like social networks and stuff. I don't know if that helps, but that's what I do. That's how I just keep my sanity. Coming home early. Dang, I'm sorry. Ever thought about seeing your OC in 3D? Yes, absolutely. My kind of like my goal is to I would really like to, so I'm a PNG tuber right now, but eventually I would like to become a VTuber. I have an artist in mind that I really want to work with. I just need to have like the money and the PC for it, basically. As soon as I get my hands on a new PC, I'm gonna be setting my sights on a PNG tuber model, or not PNG tuber, VTuber. My bad, my bad. And then after that, I would really like to go 3D at some point. There's actually someone on Twitter. I don't know if they would work with me for this, but I at least want to try to get a mod made for SA2. There's someone on Twitter who does really cool SA2 mods, and I really, really, really want to see Vendetta as one of those. Um, I don't think you can use those models for anything outside of it though, but eventually I would really like some kind of 3D model. It's just I have to get around to like actually commissioning it, all that, yada yada. Let's see. What's your tips on making a Sonic slash other OC? Ooh, this is actually a really good one. Okay, so, it's a bit tricky to like on the spot. Like, this is one of those things where I feel like I have to make like an actual video at some point. I guess for me, my like technique is I think of like a theme. I always have a theme for a character. Like, and a theme can be so many things, to be honest. Like, you could have like I always approach a character design, just any character design. This isn't just like Sonic OCs, but I try to have like, for example, this is just off the top of my head. Let's say I want to make a candy themed OC. So maybe it would be peppermints. Okay, so I know red and white are probably going to be in the color palette. I don't usually like choose my color palette like before, but I'll usually try to pick out a few different things to make into motifs, like design motifs of the design. So maybe I would have like peppermint hair clips, or like, I don't know, maybe like the buttons on their clothing could be peppermint, or I could do like, maybe their clothing could be like inspired by like plastic wrap or something. I don't know. I kind of like, I always try to go in with at least one thing to just like pin down. Like, the thing with like the OC series that I've been doing, as much as I love the series and I've been having a lot of fun with it, the only thing that's kind of unfortunate is that because of the way I make the OCs for the series, I don't really have the time to like develop them. Like, I don't have the time to like really like design them perfectly. You know what I mean? So, because the way I do it is I make them in little batches, and then I do a little script. I record a bunch of them at once, and then I upload the batch of shorts into the members only tab, and then as the days go by, new episodes come out for everyone. So, yeah, I guess sorry, I kind of went off track. But when it comes to OCs, I always try to have something in mind, some kind of like theme, because you can always like tweak and adjust things, but as long as you know what your OC is based on, I feel like everything else comes easier after that. Like, when it comes to Sonic OCs, I try to always have like a theme and a species. That's what I like work off of for the series. And then if I'm doing something more complex, or if somebody like commissions me to do like a fully custom design for them, then it goes more in depth. Then there's like usually multiple inspirations and sources and stuff. But for adoptables, it's a little bit different since you're also trying to design something that's appealing to a wide variety of people. So you're not trying to do something like super, what's the word? Catered to just one person. PNG tuber, what's that? Yeah, like Kara said, like a PNG, like they're like the less advanced version of a VTuber. So you know how a VTuber, like they could rotate their head a little bit. They can like pull all these different expressions. They've got like a camera on them. So a PNG tuber doesn't have any of that. They're just still images. But a VTuber has like rigging and all that stuff. It's just like PNG tuber is just the scaled back version. It's the more, takes less time, more accessible. That's why I'm able to change my models so often. Because oftentimes it's really just make one piece of art, and then I can usually draw like the closed eyes and stuff and all that on top of it. And do you get bored of people who talk about their OC stories? um, oh man. I mean, I don't mind hearing about them, but okay. So something that kind of like used to happen on my streams sometimes is that, oh my god, there was a person that I had to like, there were multiple people actually that I had to just like kind of kick off the streams, and then oh my god, there was a whole situation. Someone like DM'd me and they assumed I kicked them off for one reason, and then there were like multiple reasons, and it was like that person had also been saying like some like kind of unhinged shit in the chat. But basically I don't really mind hearing about like an OC like once or twice, and like if I like go out of my way to engage with it, if I'm like, oh hey, like what's the story, like I don't mind. It's just, my only thing is when some people kind of, and don't get me wrong, like I understand how this happens, like I'm not shitting on people, but I feel like sometimes people don't realize when they're kind of doing it a bit much, you know? Like, I do try to show interest in people's OCs and stories, but sometimes I won't lie, I kind of like zone out, especially if their OC is like like falls into one of those tropes that I don't know. There's some tropes where I'm just like, oh man. And it's like you don't want to be mean because they're a kid. But oof. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the person, it depends on the story, it depends on the OC. I guess that's the bada bing, bada boom, simplest way I can put it. Sometimes people have really well written, amazing OCs, and other times I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be mean. No one really knows about my OC stories because I'm still trying to work on my series called The Chosen One, but it's hard. Yeah, don't get like, I feel that. I feel that. I need to work on my AU stuff, and I just haven't in like forever. I have an OC, but I don't have a story. I remember one weird person who was talking about steak. Oh, yeah, like the gambling thing. Yeah, that's why I turned the chat into subscriber only mode. I realized apparently a lot of streamers do that, and I didn't have that set up on my chat because I didn't even like realize I could. So I have it like that now. So hopefully we won't get people like that in the future. I don't think that was a bot. I think that might have been someone just like, I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. What other fandoms are you in besides Sonic? So, when it comes to like fandoms I participate in, I'd say Sonic's kind of the only one I've been participating in right now. But I've also been involved in like the Pokemon fandom. Um, oh, Animal Jam. Animal Jam was one that I'm really into for a while. Especially like the Animal Jam Classic crowd I was in with for a good bit, but also play Wild. It's not bad. Uh, Except the company that made that game sucks. Let's see, what other fandoms? I don't know. There's a lot of things I kind of appreciate from a distance. What about an OC who likes to overpower themselves to make themselves look cool? Do you find it annoying when people do that? Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, yes. Like, okay. It's so I don't want this to sound like I'm shitting on people who've an overpowered OC because I'd be a total hypocrite if I did that. Like, I won't lie, Vendetta is pretty OP, just as a character, because of the character she's supposed to be. Like, her abilities make her pretty overpowered. So I'm not shitting on people for being overpowered. It's just when some people go out of their way to. How do I put it? Some people want an OP OC, not for storytelling reasons, but because they want to be able to say, my OC would kill yours, or something like that. And they just want to talk about how OP their OC is and how it's so much better than everyone else's. People like that I don't like. But if you're just having an overpowered OC and you're minding your business, good for you. Good for you. I got an overpowered OC too, so I can't. I have no reason to not like that. But it's just when people like go out of their way to try to like have problems with other people. That's where I don't like it. What? You don't like when I talk about Knife Sharpener the Bloodthirsty Hyena? Yo, next making Sonic OCs out of random things? Design? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. With a tragic, oh sorry, non-tragic backstory filled with badass war stories. She's lucky she's having questions to answer when I live stream. People ask me how I'm doing. I mean, people ask me that pretty often too. Uh, but I guess since I have like a specific thing I'm doing, maybe I don't know. I used to love Animal Jam. Yes, yes, Animal Jam. I need to like download some of the soundtrack. When OCs are overpowered without a reason for it in a narrative and it just is like that for a power fantasy, it sucks. Yeah. And I mean hell, I'll say like have a power fantasy. That's cool too. It's just when people make it other people's problem and try to argue that their OC is so much better. That's the only time I'm like, your OC's kind of not better. Okay, did I have any more things in my little list? Okay. And then another question people have been asking me quite a bit. Uh, I think this is the last thing I have on my little list. Is I've had a couple of people asking me if I would do like art tutorials and stuff, and I've been thinking about it, and like, it's one of those things where I, it's like you can be good at something, but not necessarily good at teaching. So I would be down. I just I wouldn't know how to explain some stuff. So that's something I would kind of have to work on. I'm definitely down to do it at some point. I just need to figure out how to do a tutorial. I need a tutorial to do a tutorial. But I would love to do art tutorials at some point. I just don't really know how to explain my process in a very like concise and a way that's easy to understand for other people. So I gotta figure that out. Once I have that figured out, and I also haven't really been doing long form videos because of the laptop problems. So once I get, that's another thing for once I get a new PC. I have a big question though. I'm having fans and friends that are constantly treating me like I'm a child and cute and all. And I'm trying my best to talk right, but everyone calls me cute. Um, hmm. I don't really know. Like, if you don't want people to treat you that way, um, shoot, I don't really know. Like, I guess it's one of those things where maybe, well, tone is kind of difficult over text. My voice is very high and I'm in my 20s right now. Dang, yeah. It really sucks because that's like a thing that just, yeah, especially having a high voice, like a lot of people will just kind of, it's shitty. For like avoiding that, I don't really know. I mean, I feel like I kind of have the opposite problem if I'm being honest. Oh my god, I made a community post earlier. I made a few community posts where people have like, well, I don't know. Sometimes it kind of feels like I can't really like it's happened multiple times. Gia, change your name to Gia the Knife Sharpener and talk about your badass war stories. Okay. Great advice, Milk. Great advice. That's I don't know if that might work. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, thoughts on the VR chat side? I don't really know about the VR chat side, if I'm being honest. I feel like it wouldn't be right for me to say I have an opinion because I haven't really. I've never like played VR chat. I don't know what it's like. I try my best to talk right, but everyone just calls me cute and all. Dang. Yeah, I. When it comes to. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. My bad. Did not take my meds. It's getting sidetracked. Um, yeah, I find my problem is I'm not trying to, but I feel like I'm sometimes accidentally intimidating people or making it see like I no, well, I don't know. I don't know because like sometimes I feel like certain things are not my fault. Like okay, a few times now I've talked about boundaries on my community tab, right? I've made a video at one point about boundaries. Like I'm someone who likes to talk about boundaries. And I don't like when people fucking tread on my boundaries, so I say something. But then I get like comments and stuff that are like from people who I've either like never interacted with or like just they've never done anything to wrong me. And it's happened a couple times where people just like think I'm talking about them and it's like no, I'm not. That's the thing. Like I'll say specifically don't do this and this thing and a person who's done none of those will be like damn, my bad, bro. And I'm like no, not you, not you. Like and I feel bad because it's like I feel obligated to reassure them, you know? But then it's also like at the same time it's like I'm not going to lie, that's also not really my fault. If I say don't do these specific things because then that would be breaking my boundaries and you've done none of those specific things, then you're not breaking my boundaries and then you're fine. I have no issue. I have no issue. So, I don't know. It's one of those weird things where it's like maybe I accidentally come off as aggressive and I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. I'm just a little more vocal when it comes to boundaries and stuff, especially and to be fair, I'm also just learning. I'm still learning how to do this content creation thing and stuff, and it's like, I won't lie, my audience is growing faster than I can keep up with, and I actually have been really nervous. Not because not because I'm like gonna do something wrong. I have a good head on my shoulders, but like it's like one of those things where I'm like worried because I never know how things I do are gonna be taken. Chat, don't worry, Mono scares and intimidates me as well. Like, no, that's not helping. That's not helping. That's not helping, Milk. I don't. Well, okay, I do. Well, okay, well, no. Oh my god, bro. Well, I don't intentionally scare you. Maybe I am just scary, but I don't try to be, and I'm not coming at anyone. I really like. Oh my god. Emilia, I'm just nervous to mess up on things. I'm the type of guy who doesn't want to get on anyone's bad side. Yeah, 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 I feel that. Like, it's one of those things where, as like I guess like a newer, small content creator, I am having to learn to accept that I cannot make everyone happy. And it's kind of tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of grew up like kind of being a people pleaser, always feeling like I had to sacrifice myself and my comfort and all that for other people. And it's like, now that I'm like getting older and I've kind of like broken away from like that situation and stuff, like I am still learning to be my own person. I'm still learning how to assert my boundaries and stuff, and it's like it's definitely a bit tricky because I decided to do YouTube. I'm not like I'm not saying, "Oh, wah, poor me," because it was my choice to start posting videos, and I just happened to start getting picked up by the algorithm. But yeah, I'm still like figuring things out. Like even just as a person, I'm still learning how to be like a human, especially like a human adult. Oh God. So yeah, I definitely know what that's like to not want to be on anyone's bad side. I spent the majority of my life just shutting up and not speaking my mind and not standing up for things, and especially because like anytime I did, I'd just get called sensitive. And it's like I feel like there's a difference between being sensitive and calling out people who are doing awful stuff. I mean, I'm not like a commentary YouTuber. I don't want to be, but it was like kind of frustrating because it's like I'm also like, shit, am I sensitive, or do people sometimes say that because told them that they're a bad person because they do bad things. So that's one of those tricky ones too because I never quite know. It's like, am I being gaslit or am I actually sensitive? I don't know. Tricky, tricky, tricky. uh Sorry, she only scares me when I say she's bad at Sonic. At least I admit. At least I'm okay. At least I'm not the fucking Game Grumps who go, "Oh my god, Sonic games are so bad," and they're just playing like absolute dog shit. I play Sonic games like dog shit, but I don't say, "Oh, this game is so horrible. Why did they ever release it? Oh my god, it's so horrible and Sonic was never good." No, I say, "Damn, I'm really bad at the game." Sometimes it is control jank. Sometimes it is, and I will call that out when that happens. Cause yeah, a lot of Sonic games have bad controls, but I don't go around saying, "Hey, this is a bad Sonic game," just because I suck at it. I don't like Sonic tubers who do that, if I'm being honest. That's why I can't stand a lot of the older ones because they don't try to approach the games with any sort of like open mind. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like older Sonic tubers just hated Sonic.